This is Ginny Brant with Unleash Your God-Given Healing with Lifestyle Changes. Today, we're going to look at a subject very dear to my heart, 10 ways exercise benefits the cancer patient. The top risk factors for cancer are clearly obesity, smoking, drinking too much alcohol, eating a highly processed diet low in nutrients and fiber, and the sedentary lifestyle. Regular exercise helps with two of these, the number one risk factor, obesity, and the sedentary lifestyle. Doctors are now calling this sedentary lifestyle the new smoking. So basically, regular exercise reduces your risk for cancer by taking away the top two risk factors. We must realize that daily movement is key to healthy life, and that includes our risk factor for cancer as well. So you might ask, how can exercise benefit the cancer patient in the cancer journey? Well, here are 10 ways exercise benefits the cancer patient. Number one, exercise boosts the immune system. We know that chemotherapy has a dramatic negative impact on our immune system, causing red blood cells, platelets, and white blood cells to literally plummet overnight. It's the dropping of the white blood cells that causes a cancer patient to become what we call neutropenic. Exercise has been proven to boost the immune system. Did you know that? And some days you might not feel strong enough to exercise, but you do what you can when you can. Number two, exercise stimulates the lymphatic system to take out the trash in your body. Your lymphatic system is your trash disposal system. It's the only system in your body that requires movement to work. There's a lot of toxic chemicals in your body from the chemotherapy, cancer drugs, and radiation. Because of this, we need to pump that lymphatic system with exercise to help move these toxins out. Number three, exercise increases oxygen and nutrient delivery to your cells. There's no better time in life when oxygen and nutrient delivery is needed more than after cancer treatments, especially after chemotherapy, which damages both good cells and cancer cells. We need oxygen and nutrient delivery to our cells more than ever. Number four, exercise relieves stress by lowering cortisol levels. The cancer journey is a roller coaster ride of stress and emotions. And the first thing I did after I was diagnosed was to pray with my husband. He prayed over me for wisdom and guidance. And then we took a walk together to relieve the stress. Stress causes cortisol levels to rise, which causes blood sugar to also go up. After exercise, those cortisol levels go down along with blood sugar levels. I used exercise to manage the stress of the cancer journey, but little did I know that this exercise would do far more than that for this cancer gal. It's important to keep your blood sugar levels balanced at all times, especially during the cancer journey, and exercise helps you to do that. Number five, exercise causes us to sweat, and sweat is a good thing. Chemotherapy, radiation, and cancer drugs put a huge toxic load on your body. One of the best ways to remove that toxic load is to increase hydration. Eat clean foods filled with fiber and sweat these toxins out through your skin. Never forget that your skin is your largest detox organ. Exercise also stimulates your other filtering systems, such as your liver, your kidney, your colon, and your lungs, to work more efficiently. Number six, exercise reduces estrogen and toxins in fat cells. The one thing my doctors told me not to do after my diagnosis was to not gain weight. Why? Because toxins and estrogen store in fat cells, and I was diagnosed with an estrogen-driven cancer. Of course, they also don't want you losing too much weight either. Emaciation must be avoided. Quite honestly, just the cancer diagnosis affected my hunger, and I lost 15 pounds in the first month. That 15 pounds for me was weight I did not need. As a result, my blood sugar and blood pressure both lowered. And that was a good thing. Number 7, exercise strengthens your bones. Cancer patients with an estrogen-driven cancer are given aromatase inhibitors or estrogen-blocking drugs to increase their prognosis and lower their risk of recurrence. Unfortunately, though, both chemotherapy and these estrogen-lowering drugs decrease bone density. Fortunately, by using exercise in various ways, I was able to hold my bone density after chemotherapy and after 5 years of taking those estrogen blocking drugs. Praise God. It was hard work. Number 8, exercise reduces risk of blood clots. I walked 2 miles after my first surgery and 1 mile after the second surgery. I later realized the benefits when my surgeon said it was the best thing you could have done to oxygenate your body, jumpstart your organs, reduce your risk of blood clots, and promote healing in your body after surgery. Some chemotherapies list blood clots as a side effect. So I advise all my cancer patients to keep moving to prevent these possible blood clots. Again, you do what you can when you can. Number 9, exercise helps with depression, insomnia, and anxiety. All 3 of these are common, absolutely common in the cancer journey. Research shows that exercise helps with all 3. Exercise is a common remedy for depression. It helps with insomnia, and it lowers anxiety. I walked before and after my first surgery, as I mentioned. However, I walked a mile after my second surgery, but I did not walk before that surgery. I realize now my mistake because I suffered a small panic attack for the first time in my life before that second surgery. Walking before that surgery might have prevented that. And last but not least, number 10, exercise reduces inflammation. Inflammation is the root cause of most diseases, and that includes cancer. Due to all of the chemicals, drugs, and surgeries, which only increase inflammation, exercise can help the cancer patient to reduce this excess inflammation. As I mentioned earlier, I exercised to reduce stress. For example, after my first surgery with 100 stitches, I had more tubes and medical devices attached to my body than I knew what to do with. I asked the nurse what I could do to get that catheter out. He said I needed to walk 4 rounds of that hospital floor by the next morning. I went beyond that 4 rounds, that hospital floor that was recommended, and it felt good to move. After 1 mile, the nurse called my surgeon to see if I should proceed. She approved, and that day, I walked 2 miles. The benefits were amazing. I was released a day early with no tubes following me home, which is unusual for a breast cancer surgery patient. Later research by 50 entities in Australia would show that exercise is one of the best things a cancer patient can do. And then later research by MD Anderson clearly showed the benefits of regular exercise for the cancer patient. Exercise is a great way to prevent cancer. We all know that. Movement is key to life and your body removing trash from your system daily. My daily movement helped my chemotherapy to target my cancer, and it helped my body to take out the trash afterwards. So it's well known that exercise can help to prevent cancer. But research is clearly showing that exercise is the best thing a cancer patient can do. So what does all this mean? I'll tell you what it means. No more coming home from chemotherapy and crashing on the sofa all week. Of course, you do what you can when you can, knowing it's best to keep on moving. All cancer patients need to look at the benefits of exercise, especially during the cancer journey. It made a huge difference in my cancer journey. And at the end of chemotherapy, when my blood work was done 6 weeks later, my doctors were literally shocked because my red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets were back within normal ranges within just 6 weeks. My doctors told me this was unheard of, but they couldn't figure out why at the time. But after the research came in from Australia and then later from MD Anderson, they clearly told me your exercise made a huge difference in your prognosis. I hope this has been helpful information for you. I do hope that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that notification bell so you will know when I post new information. Like this video, share it with those people that are in the cancer journey that definitely want a better prognosis. Until next time, here's to your good health and keep moving, because God created our body to move during the day, but to sleep deeply at night. And may God bless.